hoje a respeito da Ice Wall. Temos algumas perguntas para fazer, né?
Yeah.
Bom, primeiramente, let's present everybody here. We have Don here, Karina, Margaret, Austin. Look at the camera. I'm at the camera. And Dina. Okay, so question number one.
Does God exist?
What is the question?
Does God exist?
Okay, if God exists, God does exist in the form of supreme being, and not as a form as a Messiah that everybody has imposed as religion-wise in this planet, as Jesus, Buddha, what you call, and many other messiahs that came to this earth. Gandhi, for example, those are not gods, those are messiahs. Okay, it is the existence of a God, the supreme God, that even us spirits don't know who exactly it is. But as a particle of understanding throughout the universe, everybody's a little particle that they connected together and becomes the same exact God. Jessica before asked me the same exact question, and I told her, I gave an example. You have 12 signs, right? From Aries to Pisces. That's the same exact God in different personality as a God. Right? That's the same God. When you kiss someone in the mouth as a boyfriend, when you are together as a husband and wife, you are actually interacting with the same exact God, even those are different personalities. Unless you are the same sign. But even though proof of point is a DNA, everybody's different. Okay? Might have a similarity to each other, but not equally the same. Okay? So God does exist and is a force of an energy. Okay? Oh God. You want to pick that up? In other words, you guys are all God as well. Okay? So it's not such a thing that you need to be in fear of sins and fear of anything that has to do with the Virgin Mary or the Jesus or Gandhi or the Buddha or any other apostles or saints, because that's all procreated as a religion form of act. Because to become a saint, if you study the religion, the Catholic religion, they look into the miracle those saints has provided to become a saint. You understand? So that's how the Catholic religion has so many saints, because of the miracles, which so-called and then investigated was proof that those miracles took place. But let me rephrase something for you guys to understand. Miracles happen because of a form of fact that things are happening by a force of energy, not specifically by that saint that you request. Because of the fact that when you request something, you're manifesting something to happen. And that manifestation, it's called in the Catholic religion as a miracle. But the manifestation came from the person that requests for that to happen. You understand? And the person has so much faith in that specific individual as a saint, they already has a form of fact in their mind that this is going to happen because the saint will provide a miracle to me. But the saint didn't provide anything to you. You actually provoked for that to happen, and that miracle happened. What you call miracle, I will call an answer by you for what you request. It's not a miracle. That's going to be a problem with the guy that we do. Right? It's okay.
Question number 8. Is the sun real?
The sun?
Yes.
Not anymore. The sun used to be real until several governments actually makes try some tests against the sun and send some other things against the sun to prove the sun actually was alive. And actually they killed the sun. Okay? So what you have there that you see every single day that's so bright and so hot, actually is a holophudge. Okay? It's there. Hologram. Holophudge. Okay? So it's not actually real. You can actually travel there. You can actually go there and land there.
And it's not that hot like this.
No. And it's not that far the way they say it is far. It's not.
I heard of this news from Australia. They come up with clouds, making clouds and everything to provoke something in the ocean.
Not long ago, that happens in Dubai. And flood the whole entire Dubai because they provoked that. That's the technology that's not from Dubai. The technology comes from another country. It could be Australia. They wanted to check how much they could create the rain. They overboard Dubai. They flood the whole Dubai. I imagine how many addicts was running and how many cars, expensive cars, got damaged because a cop drive a Lamborghini or Corvette. Well, what else?
Okay, question number 3. You kind of answered that, but I would say, is the sky being manipulated?
Absolutely. You don't have a sky. You just see something that doesn't exist. The blue is created by one specific rock that the planet Earth produces. And that rock is being infiltrated by several laser machines that actually injected to the sky to create the blue. And those rockets are in the earth. They use those rocks and they are constantly, those rocks reproduce. They inject it to the sky for the sky to be blue. Why? Because of the fact that since the 1500s it was discovered that this was a dome. And after that they start studying scientific way how to control the whole dome. Because, for example, if NASA sent the ship out there, the ship never reached the destiny. It hit the dome and landed someplace else. Never landed where they say they actually go out of the dome and reach the universe.
Go for the ocean, huh?
Or for Earth, or anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe his backyard.
Question number 4.
Gostei do chinelo, hein? Tá bonito. É uma pedra de verdade? Uma pedra cara? Deve custar uma nota. Tá bonito. É brasileira? Que companhia? Ô, Havaiana, esse é antigo pra caralho. Muito antigo. A Havaiana faz muitas sandálias. E está fazendo outros modelos novos. Né?
Question number 4. If the real human begin with the black people, where is the white people came from?
Question number 4. Turn off the fan, please. That's who made those questions? Marcelo? That's a very intelligent. That man I think that man has a huge IQ. He has a huge IQ. Rephrase that question again.
If the real human begin with the black people, where is the white people came from?
Beyond the wall. Because actually, when the Anunnakis came to this planet back in the days, and they brought their people from the planet to work to get the gold because of damn atmosphere situation that was going on the planet to save their planet Nibiru, and they couldn't actually afford, and they were not actually getting what they were looking for. So they decide to have a new DNA connected between them and primitive, which is, you know, animals from this planet, and they created humanity. But the results was black people, was never white. Okay? Not only that, the Russians just showed the truth. And actually, Putin probably was so happy even to show that, to actually uncover the lie for the Vatican or the Americans, to let the whole entire world know that Jesus was totally black,
Yeah.
and all the apostles was black. So Egypt was not the small country that you see today. Egypt was involved Ethiopia, Mongolia, many other countries. That's what Egypt back then is. A huge country involved, I believe, like 5 countries in total. So the black people are the real owner of this planet, not the white people.
O senhor já tinha comentado.
So when you analyze where the white people are coming from, they came from the other side of the wall. For example, Asgard, Petita. Let me see it. Let me tell you a couple of the places that the white people came. Because don't believe, for example, you have Europa too, America too, Gran Tierra, Desertores. Those are the places that the white people came from. There's no black people on the other side. Never exist. They were a scientific,
Excuse me.
God bless you, they're a scientific DNA provoke to have these races here. When you see that they say they have an image of the monkeys, you know, Homo sapiens, and then you see the image of Homo sapiens, also you see the Homo sapiens, the man, also you see a man. That's where the black people, the DNA was connected. Because Homo sapiens, the monkeys, they actually didn't grow. They stand and walk like humans. They took their DNA and they took the Anunnaki's DNA and made one creature, which is the human being. Okay? So that's why you see the white people, the supremacy white people, which is the European, the main one, Europeans, they actually tried to change the whole category in regards to the black people, because it was a peaceful land. Back in the days, it was only Indians, which is another species that came from the planet Earth and from the aliens as well, and the species of the black people, which was Africa, the whole entire Africa. But the thing is that these people live in peace without any white supremacy. But the European people came, especially by the Germans, the French, the Portuguese, or the Spaniard. What they did was they came from the other side of the wall, descended. God bless you. You are allergic to something because you need
Não sei,
to
às vezes fica. Eu sou alérgica a certas coisas.
He's allergic to you. Okay, so the supremacy came from the other side of the wall. Many ships came from the other side of the wall into this side of the earth.
Então essa civilização das pessoas brancas, the white people, was always in the other side of
Everything,
oh.
everything has to do. The white people is not from this area. They came from the other side.
What made them cross and come on this side?
Immigration. They tried to explore.
Oh, curiosidade.
Okay. Not only that, if you look into the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Holland, the French, and the British, why they had so much ambitions of immigrating to other places and colonize other places?
Para espalhar a população.
Is that don't tell you anything?
Yeah.
That tells exactly why they came from the other side, immigrating again. Once from there, to migrate here to actually explore all the places. And then they found foundations in Europe, and they keep exploring other places. But then when they saw the black people, which is not that colored, look, I'm not that Y or Marcelo, because I'm the same color as it. But look, like this, they were like, oh, that's not our kind. Those are not real people. They don't deserve this. They don't deserve that. But since they were so naive and innocent, didn't have any thoughts of negativity, they lived in village, and they were living fine. They were doing agriculture. They were doing good. They just came and destroyed everything, and then colonized those countries, put them as slavery, and say, listen, this is what we're gonna do with you guys, because you guys are secondary or third kind. And this is what happened.
I just don't understand well. And the other side, it seems like everything's so advanced and so this and that. Why they wanna cross to this side?
They didn't cross to the side now. They crossed to the side a long time ago.
So that's my question to you. So back then, this side was very advanced,
No, this side was very unexplored,
unexplored. Okay.
not advanced, unexplored, because they brought advance. They brought technology. Everything that you guys have it today, it come from the other side.
On the other side.
You guys invented the most continent that has invented the most powerful things in this planet is the Asian people. The Japanese, the South Korean, a little bit the Americans, but actually most of the Asian people, they most advanced. And they came from the other side too as well. They're not from here. The Hindu people are the oldest one on the planet. They came from that side too. They're not from here. Because the Hindu people are not black, but they're not white, but they're light brown or mixed brown. And they talk funny.
That's true.
Right? So it's a lot of philosophy that talks about why they made the language. For me, people to have a battle between language and blah 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 blah. That's a lie. Everything's a lie. Everything's to try to convince people that they formed there for people to have a different language. It's a big lie. Many of the formation of the language, some language, for example, the Portuguese language, it's formatted in this planet. But many other language is not formatted from this planet. It's from the other side.
Came from the other side.
Yeah. Okay.
Question number 5, you kind of answer as well, but I will say, has been people crossing the ice wall?
From there to here?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is on the other side that could be different than us?
What it is on the other side that could be different than us here? Many things. Advanced technology, birds, animals, fauna, flora, I would say way of living, no currency, exchanging which is better between society, more loving companion, understanding. Actually, we don't have, for example, if I go the other side, if I was alive, I was psychology, I go there, I'll die because they don't need psychology there, psychology person.
Oh, I thought that.
Because they fine. Everybody get along. Everybody, they don't have a problem. Okay? The only thing that's going on there that's happening right now, they have a war for kingdom. It's a kingdom war. And it's happening right now. They have a war right now. Yeah. Yes. It's a war going on there right now. And they are fighting between continents. Fighting because of property, this and that. That's the only thing that's been going on because it was a not understanding between continent to continent.
does other beings...
Question number what?
Oh, sorry, question number 7. Does other beings study like us?
If the other beings study like you guys,
Yeah, like us. Yeah.
they actually super advanced in the knowledge of and understanding culture and races. They already know that. They're born knowing that. Okay? Let me explain that. You guys have a brain, right? That you capture some information when you are little, you grow. The best information you can capture is the surrounding around your family, how you're raised. That's the big issue. And to a certain time, I don't know, what age do you guys go to school?
Here?
Anywhere. Anywhere. Go to school.
Kindergarten, começa o quê?
What is a kindergarten? What's a kindergarten for?
Jardim.
Oh, jardim.
Jardim.
Okay. So, yeah, before that happens, before you go to kindergarten and jardim, you already absorbing information from your parental situation with your family, what's going on, if somebody scream, if somebody talk, somebody have a love between each other, if somebody don't have the love between each other, somebody fight, okay. That's the whole thing that's going on, okay? So after you reach to some age, you're already trying to understand something, okay? The only difference in that is that over there, they don't need that. Over here, you guys go through that.
So that there is not schools.
They don't need schools
That's smart.
because everything's be teaching home. They don't have any teacher to teach nothing. They teach home,
That makes sense.
okay? So when the parents have a baby in the family, what do? When the newborn comes, they nurture that baby. And when the baby has the ability, which actually is less than a year, the baby starts speaking. And the baby start walking less than a year over there. And then they have a fully conversation with the baby and say, you are this person, you're going to be this person, and this is what you need to do. You need to watch out for this, watch out for everything. They start explaining to the baby.
It's nice.
And they grow in a different environment that you guys grow. It's not such a thing that you have to go study history from 1800s or science or know how to read or how to write, because they know they learned at home.
That makes more sense.
The communication has nothing to do with writing. The communication has to do with actual telepathic.
Okay, question number 8. Does they believe in God?
They believe in a force, an energy force that has created them. They don't call God, but as a supreme energy force. It's not such a thing as God for them. In all the continents behind the wall. I'm not talking about the other wall. It's another wall.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the first wall.
That is
Behind the wall, all those
close.
continents, they don't have a belief in such a thing that, well, if you don't do this, you're in sin, God will punish you, or the Virgin Mary will come down. Not such a thing.
Question number 9. Does any religion similar to ours in the other side?
It would be a disaster. It would be insane. It would be like total disaster. No, nothing similar to you guys. That's why they put a wall to keep you guys away from them. Away from them, because they saw what you guys believe in doing, and they say, now, please make sure we don't mix ourselves with them. I'm saying them, all the world of earth, because your beliefs is insane. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that you guys actually. One of the members from the other side, Escalunga, perhaps told me that he had an interview with this being from that side, and he turned around, he said, listen, if we would believe what you guys believe, we would have a disaster in our planet. Because of the fact that you guys lived 50, 60, 70, 80 years old throughout your whole life believing only one thing, and you guys actually never finish your mission. And you guys constantly has a reincarnation, and you guys reincarnate 10, 15, 20 times because you guys never finish because your beliefs. And you guys keep committing the same error and the same mistakes. And this side is different because we don't have that. And to believe into that. Because we procreate our elevation spiritually. Not to believe in something that actually don't exist. Because at the end of the day, it's something that Jessica asked me today. When I manifest something, is God exist or not? Should I manifest to hold them if God don't exist? And I literally drop and I raise everything for her. And I draw there and I explain to her. When you manifest something that's going to happen, and you're going to have it, you manifest into your own self because you are the energy that provoked the whole thing. You are the little particle that was actually by the universe created to be who you are today. That particle became from the superior being, which is a God that nobody know who it is, but actually was provoked to be that being. So if you are that being that vibrates as an energy, you have the full power to gain whatever you want. As long you don't disconnect yourself from that being. Because if you disconnect it, because you are letting invaded the stress, the bills, this and that, you're not connected. You can have 1,000 bills. Let me explain that to you. You can have 1,000 bills. But the moment that you connect yourself to the energy and say, I will overcome everything, my business or my work, and everything will be successful, that moment, everything will shift for you. But if you nag and complain and say things are not good, things are not working, the universe will cross their arm and say, keep nagging, because I have no solution for you. Because you're not provoking the energy to be on your side. Everything is an energy. It's connected to you. You are the God. You are the God of the universe. You are the God of your life. You are the God that actually controls everything. Simple.
Okay. Question number 10. The ovnis ships that we see sometimes are all aliens or are humans as well?
The ovnis ships that we see sometimes
are all aliens or are humans as well?
I like to have Marcelo here one day without me being incorporated him. But then I will have to laugh to have come. We're gonna find somebody to incorporate me, and then I'll speak to Marcelo. I love his questions. I love his questions. It's very, very intense and good and intelligent. I like it. The UFO. The truth. Actually, you have a big percentage of UFOs coming from the other side of the wall, which other planets intel, and many others are technology from the Americans, the Russians, and the Chinese, which exactly ships look like UFO. They have superpower transporting themselves from place to place. Is that clear? But we're gonna go back to the question to see if you guys have any questions besides that, okay? Because we'll just answer the question, then we're gonna go back.
So who's here today?
Who's here today?
Yes.
Me.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
I was gonna say, nobody yet. Nobody yet. They're all busy.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, it's me. Where's Mohoji? Where's Mohoji? Vou primeiro aí.
Yeah. O aniversário tá chegando, não é?
Estados Unidos,
É dia
Rússia e China.
Dia 4.
Ok. Question number 11, is there is animals there that don't exist here, and like what kind?
I cannot specify the kinds because I don't know that much. Kalunga would be better with that because he studied there, he went there several times. But I do have a knowledge of animals that have 8 legs.
8 legs?
8 legs.
Oh,
And
wow.
animals that have 9 legs. And animals that have 4 wings. 4 wings. Gigantic animals.
Oh, wow.
That is on the other side. Especially animals, land animals that fly, or animals from the ocean. And animals from the ocean, they are humongous. It's not little animals. Turtles, sharks, like huge, that don't even fit here. They're big,
Wow.
super big.
That's scary.
But those are lands that belongs to the giant lands. It's not people like your size. It's giant people. Of course, you have giant animals.
Yeah.
They have giant people that deal with that.
Aquela baleia orca, é orca que se diz? Ela é enorme, né?
Yeah, that's from the other side. And another thing, now that he mentioned that about animals, some animals over there, they are being used to fly with people. They go on top of the animals, they fly from place to place, and the animals obey them.
Oh, wow. It's like
Yeah,
that.
they feed them and obey them. And I believe some of the Hollywood movies have showed that to you
Yeah.
guys.
Avatar, and I don't know.
And the animals fly with them. They obey. It's like animals, normal animals, like dogs. I mean cats. And they have cats over there too, and
I
dogs.
believe.
But not the size of those cats.
Giant?
And the tiger that you think is huge, the tigers over there triple the size.
Oh my goodness.
And they have it.
Okay, question number 12. Is the dome a human technology?
Is the dome a human technology?
Yeah.
No. It's an alien technology. The dome was actually done by the aliens. That race provoked the dome to, because it called the parasites. The os parasitos, parasites, the one that actually control all the domes. And reptilians.
Question number 13. Why is monsters animals by the gates?
That's the Levitonium gate. Actually, that's a technology to actually block for. Let's wait, just finish.
You have to stop by tomorrow